18th. All right, that'll do. So, three of us have to fly all the way over to Belfast to go to this US embassy, stay overnight, right? Go in there the next day, get tortured by grilling if we were communists or what.
Exactly.
Yeah, got hold of my fingernails. I'm not a communist. I'm
not a communist.
I'm a British citizen. Oh, are you? You speak Russian? No.
Oh my God.
And after about an hour, they go, right, okay, stamp, right, here you go, there's your visa.
And you couldn't just explain you were on a ship? You didn't
Yeah,
actually...
I explained all that.
That's crazy.
I mean, that was all written down and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think they even bothered looking at it, you know.
Sounds
So
like
we
the
had
rent-a-car scenario.
And then because we had to get a special visa, the visa cost us $185
Wow.
to come.
But you got the hat.
We got the hat. We went round, while we were there, we went to the Titanic Museum.
Oh.
And it's where Titanic was built.
Nice.
In the yard, and they built a museum over the yard, and it's terrific. If you're ever out there, go around and listen to the story about Titanic.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Belfast?
Oh yeah, I've seen the movie Titanic.
But I mean, there's a movie Belfast too.
Is there oh, I have, yes.
Yeah.
That one
Kevin
about the young
Branagh,
lad,
I think.
wasn't it? The young lads
Yes, growing up,
during the
yes.
troubles of
Yeah.
Ireland.
Yeah.
The Titanic was actually, was it hit? It was actually, it had an accident before it left port.
Did it?
That's what I understood. Did you read that, Carol?
Yeah.
All I just know.
There was
is
some
that
other
place-
accident.
It hit an iceberg.
No. Before the Titanic even left port,
Is that right?
it hit something.
Okay. And do you know what could have averted that?
I don't know, but I read it recently and I was like, wait a minute.
I'll tell you what. They
What could have
mentioned
averted the big
could have averted
accident?
the big hit of the iceberg, because the guys that were up in the crow's nest, they hadn't got any binoculars, because the binoculars were stored in a cupboard which was locked.
That's right.
And the guy had gone off with the key and they couldn't get into the
Wow.
cupboard. So the guys on the top were trying to see in the dark, and it wasn't until
I'd have missed it.
the iceberg was like there before they seen it. If they'd have had the binos, they could have saved the
Could
ship.
have missed it.
Wow.
A simple thing like that could have
Yeah.
saved the day, That would have given them.
Ask him about the Hindenburg. Ask him, does he remember getting a piece of the Hindenburg? Ask him.
I know. Okay.
Oh, ask Uncle Gil.
If we got a piece of it.
The Hindenburg.
Do you remember the Hindenburg?
Yes.
The blimp? Did you end up with a piece of that? I know my father did.
Just ask him a direct question.
No, I had there was another one, there was a American one, Akron, then there was a Macon. They both had, unfortunate.
Say the word Hindenburg again.
I know I had pizza. I don't know what became of them.
Right. But you do remember the Hindenburg?
Oh, yes.
Right. Because Jack, my dad, would tell stories of being there before it blew up. And then
Tell us about it when it blew up. Tell us about the Hindenburg.
do you remember when it blew up?
Yeah.
Were you there?
No, it was at a station in New Jersey.
Okay.
There was a little problem with Germany. The Americans wouldn't sell the Germans the gas that was non-explosive.
Right.
And well, they had a good reason. The Germans used it during the war, A very effective weapon.
Right.
Would want a Zeppelin overhead with gas they couldn't shoot down.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, they flew around. I remember they flew the damn thing over New York City.
Yes, they did.
And we were on the Jersey shore. And They flew out in a circle. Purpose of which I don't know. It seemed like it was sort of an intimidation deal, but no way knowing.
And what happened when it?
What year was that?
I was just gonna ask him.
But when it got shot down,
What year did it blow up? What year did the Hindenburg blow up?
I think it was a rifle shot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
do you
rifle
remember
shot
what year
people-
it was?
No,
How old were you?
quite young,
Quite young.
just a kid.
Just a kid.
Wasn't doing right
I can't
flying.
remember when the Hindenburg.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
At that age, you don't know what's going on.
Right. You don't care how old you are. You just
Yeah.
live in the moment.
Be 104 next
Yeah.
year.
Next day.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the Hindenburg was the number one that flew around the world. That was quite a big deal.
Where's your phone, Kevin? Look up Hindenburg. I wanna know how old he was.
I don't know what they were trying.
Just look up
Trying to
Hindenburg. I
prove
wanna know when it blew up.
13 or something.
The Germans always
I think it
tried
was
to
like,
prove something.
I think it's in good shape, that.
He is.
He's in
Side.
the best place anyway. Yeah. I know
Uh,
it's hard
I
for
remember-
you, but,
I remember when you
he's in the
turned
best place.
He is.
when you turned 100 years
Happy
old.
here anyway.
Carole and Bob took you out on their boat.
Not
Do you
like
remember that?
everybody here, I mean, all of a
You might
sudden.
not hear me.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
He didn't hear me.
I didn't hear you either.
yeah.
Remember going to Lake Okeechobee on the boat? Going over to Fort Myers?
Remember that boat trip, Dad?
What boat trip?
From
When
Lake
we went-
Lake Okeechobee going to Fort Myers
On Bob's boat?
on
Remember?
Bob's boat? No? Lake Okeechobee.
That's a big lake.
It is.
Yeah,
I was down there a long time ago.
You do.
yeah.
He does. I can't push him with my surgery. I can't push him uphill. But he does, and then I come other days.
Okay.
The Hindenburg disaster was an airship accident that occurred on May 6, 1937. So
Okay.
he was what, 15? What year were you born? 1920?
So he was,
1920.
He was 17.
Yes.
Oh, he was older.
Oh, we'd remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Manchester Township, New Jersey.
Is that where it was? Is that where it blew up?
Within walking distance of where he lived.
Really?
I mean, they had a piece of it.
Really?
And it was at my dad's house for the longest time, and we had
Get away.
an estate sale, and it went with the estate sale.
He was talking about a year ago about being, driving home from work, writing aeronautical, and along the Hudson River there was a big ship in the river, and it blew up, and the thought was it was a German aircraft had,
Flying in the dark.
so he saw it explode
I never
for
flew
the
it.
history.
Why not?
I don't know.
You never what?
He never
Well,
flew
I-
at night.
I did, but not much.
There's two ways to fly. There's
I had
instrument
to
and visual.
stop
Ask if he knows the two ways to fly.
Right over the airport.
See if he remembers the acronym.
Were you ever IFR certified or VFR certified?
I was outside.
He wasn't certified.
Night flying. Get you introduced to it. That's all. There was not another airplane around. You know, he showed you how to run there, how to fly, how to run away with no lights,
Right.
and all stuff like that. I did that one time. That was enough for me.
My backpack too.
It was a pretty good idea, but boy, it's quite a bit different tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that long, but
But you did have your VFR license.
oh yes.
Right. Did you ever get your IFR? You never got your instrument license to fly?
I didn't think so.
No.
What sort of plane did you get to fly?
Something the airplane developed. All aircraft had that built in.
Jack's favorite airplane was the Citrus 36. Is that what it was called?
I have no idea. Jig.
Also known as the DC-3.
Bush.
Oh, right.
Remember the airplane DC-3? Yeah. Yes, it was a twin.
I'm not doing it.
Really?
I think that's what Jack, my father, flew in the war. The DC-3.
I don't
No, he flew a
The
C-46.
Army
It's
Reserve.
the same thing.
30 years.
It
A
is?
C-46 and a DC-3 is
Came
the same
across to
thing.
America.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Exercises.
Which stands for
in the
Citrus.
American Airborne.
Citrus 36.
I always remember Fort Devon,
Yes.
Pennsylvania.
That's some good stories.
No,
Did I give you the little picture of the three brothers?
No,
That's the picture.
I think you had. Oh, well,
this
what happened to it?
I don't know. He had
I
it.
gave it back to you.
Or Jay.
Jay might. No, I gave it back to you.
Well, I was
You
going to
got
give it to him. I was going to give it
I
to.
don't know. It'll show up.
I was going to give it to Gil. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
yeah, it's a nice place down here.
Here it is. Nope, that's not it.
Where do you say we were?
Right
Do
here.
you want me to show him a picture of his dad when he was a young lad?
Yes, that's what I
Would
wanted.
that be too much? would it?
No,
Would he not
no.
ask you?
That's what I want.
Say with
That's
his
what I was
girlfriend.
looking for. Here it is.
And at one time, it was his girlfriend.
Before
What
marriage.
was it? You're not telling me that.
Yeah, Jack, like this.
I don't know how much he
Yes, he did. He was an avid flyer.
So Nancy, were those three? Were those three?
Why are you
brothers?
taking it out?
Do you recognize any of these people?
Don't.
Yeah, he can't see.
I want you to have that, okay?
Well,
And
thank you.
I want you to hold on to that, and then I want you to tell Carole who those people are in that picture.
Okay.
And you have,
I'm gonna
and
go
you can
smoke a
see,
cigarette.
okay?
This isn't your only copy because I think I have that.
The only thing special about that is you did that.
Yes, you can put it in your pocket.
Private Gaylord archival papers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he can.
How often you play tennis, Bob? Every day?
I never thought.
How often do you play tennis? Every day?
No, I play twice a week.
Done more
Carol plays
flying
3
after
times
I
a
got
week.
married.
More than me.
Yes, definitely more.
It's nice. It's right there, you know. Right?
So
Here's the
Dad,
golf
Bill
cart
has
right
a
from the
picture to
house,
show
right
you.
up to the
And I
court.
wonder if
Nice.
using my glasses would help you. Try. They're just
He
magnifying.
likes to watch the takeoff and landings here.
I think it's so
All
light.
the